with the score?
Yeah, I think so. Can you hear? I don't know if we might need to do you want to go run up and find her? You can see the score here.
Good afternoon and welcome to the second match on the West Court of this year's British Open. We've got an all-Radley affair in Henman against Nino Merola. We've got Jacqueline directing the photography once more. We've got Annika on replays. I'm Benedict, and joining me for this match, so I'm not nattering on my own, is Vaughan Hamilton. Hi Vaughan.
Hello everyone. Hello. What's your thoughts for this match, Ben?
It's going to be very interesting. Henry's taken the first game there, and these guys haven't played each other in a tournament, but it's fair to say they know each other's games pretty well. Both been at Radley for many years.
Student v coach.
Exactly. A student v coach, and Nino, by his own admission, is a bit too good of a coach when it comes to playing his former students. Having been at Sequel and at Radley, he's coached people like Truman, Flynn, Batstone, Emery, myself, and he's always had some tight matches in tournaments against people that he's spent a lot of time on court with. Obviously, you get to know each other's games very well. That's a very good serve. So we'll see how this one develops, but I'd probably see Henry coming out quickly at the beginning. I would expect as the underdog.
Yeah, I think that's important for Henry to come out quite quick. Go for his shots, scare Nino a little bit.
You played both these guys?
Yes, I've played both these guys. Nino's been on a very good run of form for the last season. So he's definitely the favourite coming into this match.
Do you think it makes a difference having played qualifying?
Yes and no. I mean, this qualifying was on the East court as well, right?
That's a very good point.
We have switched courts here. Not that they play that dissimilarly, but probably takes a little bit of the confidence gain from the qualifiers away. I'm sure Nino's done his practice as well, so not sure that's going to be a massive factor in this game.
I wasn't keeping too close now on the booking sheet, but I suspect they had slightly fewer practices together in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So there's a 2-love lead to Henman, yeah?
Just the start you would have wanted. That's a brilliant volley from Henry there.
That is a very solid Lumley-esque volley into the grill there. Good length from Nino. Because you had some applause there. That was Lewis Williams taking the 4th set on the East Court. 6-love. In fact, so he's won both of his sets to love. And it's another 5-set match at the British Open for Lewis Williams. So he and Bertie going into their final set on the East Court. You on the East or the West later on?
I am on the West as well, yeah.
So you might actually be playing on time.
Well, yeah.
Whereas Lewis and Bertie might be throwing the East schedule a little bit out of whack.
At least it's not too late for start this year.
Yeah, I think two courts simultaneously will probably prevent any 11 PM lights off
Yeah.
mid-serve. Saw all that from Freddie actually in the match this morning. A lot of low forces cross court to get chasers. Fast balls this year. So hard to chase those down.
Yeah. Not seen these new set of balls, but
We had quite a few actually under the grill going for hazard chasers, which
okay,
you don't always see. So it just feels like they're a little on the quicker side.
Yeah.
Freddie in particular had a couple of sort of better than ones that he might have hoped to roll on other days.
It's good pressure from Henry. Yeah, Henry's looking very, very patient out there.
He's certainly helping us look good with our prediction of a fast start
Yeah.
as he nears.
Yeah, well, yeah,
He's
patience.
3-love.
Wait for your opportunity, but
Yeah, he's not forcing it at all, is he?
no, not yet. No, he's very tight at the moment, but it's working, so I'm sure we'll keep it up. Very retrievable, this court.
And Nino not doing a lot wrong at the moment actually.
No,
He's not making lots of mistakes. It's just Henry's making one more
just staying in
one more
place.
shot at the moment.
Yeah, one more shot. Bit of pressure on Nino to kind of control the rallies, but it's not happening at the moment.
So yeah, Nino, having spent quite a lot of time on court with Henry over the last few years. Henry, the youngest member of the British Open main draw, making his full main draw debut in the singles, that is, because these two actually in fact played together in the doubles last year rather successfully,
Yeah, an impressive partnership.
accounting for one of Nino's 2 sets taken off Camden Riviera in the 2023 British Open. Not many players that can say they've done that.
No.
Yeah, I wish he had that one back. Right, 3 and 4.
Is that a Radley green racket?
What was that, sorry? Radley.
Is that a Radley green racket?
I actually don't know which colours that's from Henry. No, Radley's more of a... tend to go for more red and blue.
Yeah.
I don't know where Henry's got that one from.
tuxedo.
That's a good shout. Jacqueline director. Probably correctly telling us tuxedo there. Henry spent a lot of time out in the States over the summer. Working with Tim Chisholm, amongst others.
Three points for 4 love here. That would be the dream start. Ooh.
He just seemed to be almost trying to drop that one short there. Actually,
Yeah.
he wasn't sort of going for the grilly.
Maybe that was the time to go for it. But he gets another chance. And make sure of it. That's 4 love.
So the underdog leading 4-love in the first set. Let us know your score predictions for this one. The 19 watching at the moment. We'll see what the general consensus is. Underdog or coach.
Quite a lot of experimentation with the serves at the moment from both the players.
It's always interesting, Radley players hitting high serves, because it's not something you can really practice at Radley.
No.
Because the ceiling is incredibly low.
That's a good bobble.
Very good bobble.
I think Henry's asking a lot of
I don't know.
questions here. He's not sort of going for the big shots, but he's keeping the ball in play, and Nino's the one to make the mistakes at the moment.
Yes, I would say that last shot aside, it does look like Henry just has a touch more conviction on it. As Nino does slightly just seem to be pushing a few more than Henry, as Henry's just kind of hitting through it just a little bit more.
Yeah, a bit more positivity.
Well, having said that, Nino then just cut.
A beautiful
Very good
shot.
cut volley down to the falling corner.
Worse than a yard. But again, 3 game points for Henry for a 5-love start.
We had 6-love here this morning in the first set. Bristow Hollands.
Okay, yeah.
2 6-loves on the
2 6
East
loves,
Court.
yeah.
So there's quite a lot of 6-loves going on today. It's 1-love Williams in that final 5th set on the East Court.
It's inevitable, isn't it?
5-all surely. Nice idea on the
Yeah, worth a go.
on the chase.
Worse than a yard. Not quite found a serve yet, Nino. It's probably the first force we've seen.
And not at the dead on. Interestingly, it's clearly
Yeah,
fancying the service end.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone for the chase rather than.
I think that's a smart move.
I think so as well. I think that's a very smart move.
40-15 up. Chase 6. Good result. That's great serve.
That's a fantastic serve. What are you doing if you're Nino at this point?
I think I'd be probably still trying to experiment a few things, see what can work. If you can get down this end and see if you can find a serve that works. Not that he's writing off the set, but 5 loves. I'm sure that's probably going through his head slightly. Try something new. 5 love down and then
Keep making Henry play, or start going for some shorter points like he perhaps just did there.
Yeah, I don't see why that's not going to work either. At the moment, pushing it around, I think Henry's too agile and too much of a good retriever to get broken down with that at the moment.
No.
Don't think he's going to outwear him. Yeah, definitely a more positive start to this sixth game of the game.
Yeah, just both of those last two shots.
Yeah, he's
played both of those shots quite a few times this match, but previously always just slightly more.
Yeah, soft shot in back in
pushy.
right length and line, pushing into a corner, but it's not been working up until now. Yeah, seems to be a bit more intensity on Nino now.
Ben Ronson marking from the net. What do you do when you mark? Net or dead on?
Yeah, I saved my life, so I go from the dead on personally.
Yeah, when Henman winds up for a full peeker, you probably don't love being on the net post.
No, I can see the benefits of it, but I've always done it from the dead on really myself. Come down a bit more than anticipated.
For an entirely different reason, that one seems to have stayed down as well.
Yeah.
So a few lassoed forehands against Chris Ailey like that.
It's fine if it's not the penthouse.
Exactly, yeah, keep it down. It's very effective.
You can consistently keep it down. Just, yeah, wait for the right moment. Yeah, I think here's a bit of serving experimentation from Nino now.
Yeah, even though they spent a lot of time on court with each other, having been mostly at Radley, they won't necessarily know exactly what's going to work best.
No, very cool
on this court.
Isn't it?
Yeah, Nino not loving that forehand corner at the moment. Henry's managing to get quite a few to chop down there.
Yeah, not quite reading the corners as you would hope. Sure that will change in the latter stages.
Some long games going on in these court, I think, because they're still only at 2-1 in the fifth.
Williams leads 2-1. This brings up our first set point for Henry here. Half a yard worse than 6.
That was a good return.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, he's picking and choosing very well at the moment when to put a bit more pace in. Yeah, he's not just sort of forcing.
Yeah, Nino was slightly out of position there. Yeah.
I had a slightly easier ball, and he's put some extra pace in and it's worked.
That's a great volley.
Well played.
There, that's first set.
Fantastic shot. 6 games to 1. Henman leads Merola.
It's the perfect start for Henry. Not so perfect for Nino at the moment. he'll bring that a little bit more into his game now.
I agree. I think having generally been rallying quite a lot in the first set and not coming off better than Henry, it just feels like he might start putting a bit more on target at the dead on.
Interesting stat there, 62% service points won from Henry, only 30 for Nino.
That's huge.
It's quite a big difference, and summed up with the 6-1 set score.
He's going to help those stats this game actually. If we think of these, he's put 3. That's 3 in a row. I think he's forced to the dead on and
not a single target.
Taking on 3. Yeah, so we really rectified that in the first game of the second set.
Yes.
That was a great serve. Really good serve.
Done well to get that one. Okay, I think he can put a bit more on those. Just allowing Henry to get back in. Eventually something like that happens. Unfortunate dead on.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like he's
Not trying to
putting 100% through that.
No, I think he can back himself to finish the points. Don't know.
No,
That's a good game.
that's better put away.
Right.
Yeah, it's a smart shot from him. You're always a bit tempted when it flies off the back wall like that, just to go for a
Yeah, it was high up the court, wasn't it?
go for a done, but just tucked into the gallery.
Quite a tough one to direct. Smart choice, I think.
If you into the forehand corner there from Nino.
It was, yeah. Defending worse than 2 here. That's a great shot. On the chase.
hazards.
Oh,
Oh, it was quite nice to contrast actually with the one from the other end, where he had a very similar ball and just tucked into gallery.
that's all he needed to
Perhaps,
do there.
yeah, all he needed to do that was the mirror image really. Yeah, you feel Nino will be feeling a bit happier now than he was
A bit more comfortable.
10 minutes ago. He's got a couple of games leading this set.
Yeah, a bit of confidence to take the lead.
Got a go Henman in the chat from Toby Swan. What's your score prediction, Toby?
That's a clever shot. Well, roads don't seem to be sticking back too much.
Yeah, it's coming out about a metre, isn't it, from there?
It's got to be pretty tight for it to be good. And that all works.
That's well played. That's a really fantastic backhand volley.
Great defence.
Finish.
That's a good dig. That's the game. 3 games to love.
Yeah, big momentum swing happening at the moment.
Very big momentum swing. Don't think Nino's done anything too drastic, but just getting a little bit more comfortable with the court, I think. Oh, that's a brilliant pickup. Yes.
That's really well played. Henry's doing really well there, actually, defending around the grill, but
Great retrieval, yeah.
nice switch up at the end from Nino.
Yeah, he stood in that volley position to cover the grill a few times. I think Nino's just recognised that.
Shot.
Another PK.
You're right about the tumble position. He's
Yeah,
he's going across a lot there to cover that.
takes that position up, yeah. I think that's where when Nino's been trying to just float it and it's not really having the success. Hitting the timber there I don't think's the end of the world.
It's a nice serve.
How do you think Henman will be feeling now after such a strong start?
Yeah, that's a good question. He perhaps feels like he's gonna have to change something now
Yeah.
because he's not coming off top in some of these longer rallies now. In the first set,
Yeah, he just needed to stick in.
he was getting 5-6 back, and Nino was making a mistake. Whereas it's, if you give Nino 5 or 6 now, he's sort of finding the winner on that 5th or 6th one.
Yeah, I think they've both still got more to give. It's still not been the most.
More fire.
Yeah. There's more attack in the armoury from both of them, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think we've seen a full pace.
No,
Full pace full smooth them actually at the moment.
Neither of them are sort of teeing off at all. It's quite a composed start to both of their games.
You feel like probably a must-win game for Henry here in this set.
Yeah. I think that'll be on his mind here as well. Don't think he'll want to see himself 5 love down. Good finish.
Both players are achieving well, finding targets.
I think I've just heard that Bertie's gone 5-2 up in the Williams Valet match.
Yeah, indeed, so that's the 5th and final set over there. 5-2 Valet.
Just where Lewis wants him.
It's all set for a 6-5 in the 5th. That is, of course, home player Bertie, representing Queens. As we've got our all Radley affair over here on the West Court. But I think aiming to replicate last year, actually, making it into the second round, having beaten John Woods Casey last year at the same stage.
Ooh. Corrections.
That was a bit more heat from Nino, but yeah, very good defensive volley.
Couple of nets creeping back into Nino's game. Very even on the point serve stats, 46 to 44. Neither one dominating.
Yeah, just a couple more errors.
Yeah. So get that service end back. Settle back in here.
Meanwhile, Birdie Valet has a match point over on his court. 5-2, 40-30.
And it has a chase. Odds would be in his favour.
High name ball. You've got to, surely. It's the percentage shot.
Bertie very calmly finishing that match off of a
Chipping into the last on Hazard, yeah, very
what a match, and
very calmly done.
you'll be really chuffed with that.
6-3, love 6, 6-4, love 6, 6-2.
Well played, Bertie. I think the crowd will fill up in here now.
Lewis actually winning more points in that match, interestingly, than Bertie.
Yeah, well, there's 2-6 love sets.
We saw a few of those this morning, actually. Just those under the grills, just running into the hazards.
Off to the hazard.
So yeah, Henry's pulled back some momentum in this match, in this set, sorry, rather. He's only 2 games away, and we're kind of in this crucial 7th at the moment.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see a few more evenly balanced sets. At the moment it's been fairly one-sided each way.
Yeah, they'll both be aware of how crucial this game probably is for this set.
It's a big game, yeah.
5-2 versus 3-4 is a pretty big difference. Here we go. It was a good cut, but a very good pickup from Henry. Yeah, again, Nino's putting a little bit of a heat through his shots at the moment.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Another force on target, and he's given himself a couple of points for 5-2 here, which would put him in a very strong position for the set. Takes the chase. So 4-15. 4-2 Merola. He's looking like he's a bit more confident and quite likely to take the second set. Get us back to parity at 1-1.
Yeah, he's got the weapons to hurt there.
Good tennis from both, but Henry just a little overcooked it on that backhand drive. So it is 5-2 Merola. He's found a good spot on a couple of those PKs actually. Right in the...
Yeah, PKs and demi-PKs have seemed to be both players adopting these serves now.
Last gallery.
Yeah, smart from Henry. He's playing well down this end, down the service end. Secured it at the beginning of the game.
There you go.
Good shot.
15 love.
It's a hard ball to control, that one. No, he's done it.
No, not if you're a Henman. It's just a forehand drive volley. That was really good tennis from both players there.
And he takes up that position for that backhand volley.
I think slight difference there actually just from a few of the exchanges in earlier games of the set is he managed to get kind of both of his defensive shots just on the floor rather than giving Nino sort of something off the high back wall, which he's inevitably going to pile through again. He's just managed to get both back on the floor.
Yeah, keep the pressure on then, back in the rally.
I think we're seeing our viewers tick up a little bit. Now Bertie and Lewis's 5-set epic has come to conclusion. So if you're just joining us, do put your score prediction in the comments. We had a very fast start from Henry, 6-1 in the first set. Merola coming out with a bit more conviction in the second, and he is 5-2 up, but it's full love Henry.
Oh, Henry's chance at a PK.
Yeah, he's spotted that. That's a nice one.
He's learnt from his coach. Change of tactic there.
Yeah, I really wish he had that backhand off the penthouse back, because it done super well there. Again, very strong position, but the boast slightly overcooked.
He had a few chances to finish that one off.
Yeah, it was almost the opposite of the set. Just putting a few defensive shots on the high back wall.
15-40, chase the door.
Okay, we go for 15. Chase the door. It looks like a railroad. Probably another one that could have maybe just been tucked in a gallery off chase better than the door. What do you serve in the second serve hazard or short chase?
Depends where you are in the game, but
Chase better than 2.
slow railroad or
30-40.
That was
hopefully a tight bubble.
That was the slow railroad seemed to be Nino's choice there.
Yeah, problem with this court, doesn't seem to be firing back so much. You do open up the galleries a little bit more than you may be expecting on another court.
Yeah, they're not tucking back into that side well there.
No.
Thirty-40, serve leads, chase better than 2.
Better than 2, so chance for Henry to to close out the game. That's a really good defensive volley.
Yeah, great left.
3 games to 5.
I feel like Nino might have felt as I left his racket that he'd just pull it back to juice, but not quite.
Go! Up.
Caught him out with a straight side ball there.
50 all.
Again, Henry still leading the service point stats. Evened up a little bit.
Straight, 30-15.
We didn't play a little bit of straight side balls today. Tony was hitting quite a few. Nino's chucked a couple in as well. Could be trouble.
It's good defence.
Last go.
It was, yeah, very good defence. I think Mulder got it onto the floor as well.
Yeah, read it
Best
well.
chase. Hold straight. 30-15. Chase the last.
Tight margins, Nino had one in the net tape as well as game.
Server leads chase the last gallery.
A couple of set points here for Nino to draw it back level, one set all.
One more locked.
Got what he wanted. It was
34.
Yeah, he managed to get that to pretty good length and pace actually, given how tight he was to the bat.
Chase, Mortney out west in the last gallery, 30-40. Get back more. Yes, that's it. For the whole. Yeah. 30-40 chase nearly a yard worse than the last gallery.
Overcooked it slightly.
Yeah, Noah's gambled in the hazard there.
Goose.
Can you remember who we have on the East Court now? Is that order, is it?
Worse than
I
2.
believe
I think that's
it's
the 5 p.m. game.
Claire
Juice.
Neal.
Ah, Claire and Neil, yes. Could also be another close one.
You could indeed be very close. Neil coming through a very good qualifying match with Ned Batstone in 3 sets. And Claire indeed qualifying in the doubles with Henry, in fact. So they both had a bit of a chance to warm up on that court. Neil obviously has no shortage of chance to play on the Queen's courts.
Advantage receiver. Chase. Worse than 2. Lost the chase.
That's the set. 16
Juice.
to Nino. Oh no. Juice apparently.
Chase. Turn 3. Juice.
Chance. There we go, and that does bring up a set point
Turn
for
3.
Nino.
It's now set point.
He's got 2 and 3 to beat, so not
Not a given.
a given. So 5-3, an advantage Merola. Can he close out this second set here?
Chase 2 and 3. Advantage receiver. Advantage receiver. Yeah.
If we say Ben Gatenbeek's name 3 times, he'll appear and fix the score.
Won the chase just. Fell worse than 2. And that is.
He has landed a worse than 2 on chase 2 and 3.
Third set.
And let's close out the second set. So it is now 6-1, 3-6. 1 set all.
That scoreboard is correct.
Last gallery, no strokes.
Actually, it was never actually wrong. It was predicting.
It was just early.
It was just predicting.
Ben, you said we didn't.
And better than the second gallery. Last gallery and better than the second. No strokes.
Should we get a bit of a closer set here? Although that one turned into quite a close
It
set.
does, yeah, it feels like they're both settled in and both playing pretty well.
Yeah.
This does.
Nerves are gone now, you'd imagine.
You almost feel like you're just restarting with a 3-set match at this point.
No strokes.
Who would you think fitness is particularly major differentiator between these two? If we go to 5,
I don't imagine
Chase
so,
50
no.
love. Chase better than the second gallery.
I think they're both fairly comfortable.
I think experience-wise, Nino's probably got a little bit more on the 5-set front.
Yeah.
50 oil.
More maybe mentally
Yeah,
draining.
but they did have their doubles matches together last year, so in fact
That's true, yeah.
Henry has got
He's got some under his belt.
major under his belt, even if it's not quite in the singles.
30-15.
It's a great shot.
Ready.
Mate, you've done well there.
That's a great shot.
Ready.
That's a really nice burst. Not you don't see that quite so often from right-handers,
No.
but the lefty the lefty bows cross court from under the grill.
Chase half a yard.
Needed that. Chase half a yard. Good heat on that one.
.40-30, chase half a yard. Receiver leads, yeah.
Yeah, again, that defence just down onto the floor.
Yeah.
Just means Nino
There.
doesn't have quite such a free follow-up shot. Makes a difference.
Hard to go again off that one.
Well, that's this one.
Advantage. Juice. Advantage.
Slightly wrong-footed Henman.
Yeah, the serve wasn't bad. That's a great gap.
Shot.
Good finish.
Yeah, Henman
That's
just
the first game of the third set.
finding his targets at the moment.
Chase. Better than 4.
Might not win that point, but that kind of serve from Henry, it just makes sort of Nino step off a bit and sort of chip it into play. It's probably going to set him up a little better than some of these longer serves, where Nino's hitting his force with a lot of confidence, both for the dead on, but also, you know, fat based and mixing it up.
Yeah, he gets the ground strokes that he's been dealing with quite comfortably. So I don't think that's a bad idea, this serve, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like in one I think it's a bit deeper. Nino's hitting with a lot of confidence now. But it doesn't matter if you can hit a defensive volley like that. That's a great shot.
15-30. One chase better than 4.
Yeah, it's definitely come a little bit more direct this game now, isn't it?
And he's taking his time between serves a little bit, perhaps just trying to think what's going to give him a bit more control.
40-30. One chase, better than 4. Careful a second. Must take a change. 40-37, chase better than 4. And game.
Bit of whirly lead.
2 games to love.
Third set.
Third set.
Definitely looks the more comfortable player at the moment.
Chase the line. No strikes. And chase worse than a yard.
Do you
2
approach
chases.
these 5-set matches at all differently to, say, a 3-set tournament? Are you doing anything at all?
I guess just the length that a match could potentially take in terms of nutrition, I suppose.
A few more snacks?
A few more snacks, extra towel.
Maybe that's why Craig has a 2-litre water bottle that he carries around with him, just in case he's there for a while.
Yeah, you just have to be aware it could go 3-4 hours if it's gone a long one, so
No strokes.
it's quite a long time to try and maintain
Chase the
right
line.
energy levels.
Love. Chase worse than a yard.
Had the space to swing in it.
Yeah, I just don't think he was expecting that serve, was he? Rushed him into it.
Oh.
Mark is always right.
Chase better than 2, 30 love.
Didn't like that ball.
And Hazard better than the second
Well,
guy.
then that serve that he just got cut him down,
Hazard.
making Nino back up. He's got, in the grand scheme of things, a relatively friendly return that he can attack, rather than,
He's into the rally then at least.
yeah, it's not a cannonball firing.
It's just not
Throwing at the
getting off
moment.
the court. I think that's what he's worrying about at the moment. That's where Nino's been
30 love.
successful.
Chase better than 2.
When Henry's been able to rally, I think that's when he's been able to take his chances.
Lost the chase. 15-30.
Great
Hazard chase better than the second guy.
Great defensive volley almost from behind his head there from Nino. Henry Mullen-esque.
last ditch
30 all.
attempt.
Inventive attempt. What's the rule on that? Is it the same as lawn tennis? It doesn't count if the racket's out of your hand.
I would imagine so. Should know.
We can ask Ben after the game. Slightly slower paced force, but it meant he's tucked
Accurate.
it exactly tucking into the corner off the main one, enough to force the arrow. Went for a slightly off pace shot there as well, but
Wasn't so accurate.
Nino managing to scrape it off into the grill. Quite a big game, this one, especially the longer it goes on.
Stroke, advantage. Juice.
Very good serve to set that up. Took an extra bounce.
Stroke. Advantage. Control. And game. One
shots
game
there from
to
Henry.
two.
Yeah, he does get a foothold in this one.
Yeah, he needed that. That'll bring a bit of confidence.
Could be going too far to say whoever wins this set wins the match.
Well, looking at the previous set scores, not sure we can.
15 love.
Not sure we can make that assumption.
Another 5-setter.
That's well played.
15 all.
Well up.
Brilliant finish from Henry there. Fine name all day long.
15.
Yeah, just another
15.
mini momentum shift here. Taking the last game, he's got 4-15 lead in this one.
Thirty, 40. Chase worse than 2, 34.
430 worse than 2.
He's cut volley well now, Henry.
Here's that excellent point from earlier. Very solid from Nino. Good read off the last gallery edge.
Thirty, 40. Serve leads. Chase worse than 2. Won the chase.
On the chase.
That is good hands. Very good hands.
Advantage.
That's another, really fantastic service. Just taking a nick off the pen now. Tad fortuitous off the frame on the return.
Again.
Yeah, it's got to be frustrating. He's hit
Juice.
2 practically perfect serves. Nino's managed to take a point in a chase off them.
Advantage to chase the
Smart shot.
last gallery. Advantage receiver to chase the last gallery. And game.
I just take the game there, Henry. So we're up 2
2 games all.
games all, huh? If you look across the East Court, Neil is leading Claire 4 games to 1 over there. So the home crowd will be quite happy.
Up.
Brilliant pick up.
15 love.
Oh, thanks, James. Apparently my mic's a bit fuzzy. How's that, James? If you don't mind being our live AV tester.
15 all. $30-15.
Henry's done well to pick himself back into this. Nearly saw himself
Chase.
3
Better than 3,
love down.
30-15.
Now looking likely for 3-2 potentially.
Yeah, it feels like he's got current little momentum swing. That's a good shot though.
30 all. And the second gallery. Better than 3 in the second gallery. 30 all.
Good read from Henry, but tough to get you back up.
$30 all. Chase better than 3. $40-30. chase the second gallery.
He's really found his range on that demi pique.
Yes, yeah.
He's
Consistent.
putting it very close to
You know, not
the edge
not
each time.
Ever really looking to volley them either. So
Mm.
I don't think there's much. He's getting his length right. Not much to be scared about. Unless Nino's length's perfect. That's the one you want to avoid, though.
It's also the one that he was putting into the dead on last set.
Yeah.
Just a few more high this time.
There's been lots of fluctuations in this match
Yeah,
so
very much
far.
so. Very much so.
Again, that's good length. Very
Very
good.
good length.
3 games to 2.
Is that 3 on the trot?
That is 3 in a trot, and he was nearly 3 love down. Juice at 2 love.
We had that little period where he was taking a lot of time between serves and almost seemed to be resetting his...
Yeah, he was beginning to get a bit
mindset
frustrated,
there.
wasn't he?
Yeah, it seems to have worked. Nicely done.
It's a great shot.
That is a great volley.
15 love. She's better than 2, 30 love.
Nino again just found his cut volley. Oh, yes. No one saw that coming.
15, 30.
Great shot from Henry.
And the last gallery. Better
Clever
than 2
shot.
in the last gallery. 15, 30.
There's a quick replay of Henry's beautiful backhand volley. No chance.
No one's game for that.
15, 30. Server leads. Chase
Yeah, but the way Henry's found his range on the demi, you feel like Nino definitely wants to be down this end now. He's not getting fed sort of easy balls to tee off on.
Yeah, he's not getting the easy balls. Ooh, it's a great leave.
Had it covered.
40, 15. Chase the last gallery.
Here we go, back to 3-all if Nino can defend last. Got one more chance.
30, 40.
Yeah, Henry had read that early.
And he went for the
He was out already.
tuck it to a length instead of tee off, and paid dividends. Shot.
Advantage.
Yeah, very little to separate these two at the moment.
Yeah. I think Henry's really proven himself to be able to keep up with this caliber of player.
Oh, for sure.
Again, he had a very close game with Lewis Williams over in the French Open at Paris, which he narrowly missed out in the fifth set. So I think he'll be high with confidence.
Sharp. Oh, look at that move. Speedy. There's some beautiful backhand to backhand from both players
It
though.
was.
Great form. Once again, Henry's got the length on that serve absolutely spot on. He is dropping it just off the penthouse. It's a good return there.
Deuce.
Do you think he can step in and volley those, or too tight? It's not as if he can't do a good cut volley, right?
He's got a great cover. Yeah, I do wonder if he might try and obviously you might get one that embarrasses you.
Yeah, that's the worry.
Yeah, extra rounds pass if you hit. But if one embarrasses you, but then you hit with a cut volley as good as Nino's, you hit 3 or 4 that get you a chase or draw a stroke, then it's something worth trying.
Yeah.
Okay, Deuce. First one is hazard better than 2. Hazard chase.
Just seems to be tucking him up at the moment when he's down that receiver's end.
I wonder if he'll start stepping into that one. Ironically, it's actually exactly what Nino himself messaged me about my match last week. Was I needed to step in and volley Johnny Whittaker's tight demi PKs. So he's definitely of the opinion that you should step into. You should step into tight demi PKs. But then, aren't we all infinitely better at coaching other people than ourselves?
Easy sitting here.
They should hit more Mabel dead on, shouldn't they?
Just be better.
Just be better. It was in fact.
15 left.
Fairly cheap.
Yeah, a couple of forehand volleys
there.
He'd quite like back.
Neil McKenzie on the East Court's got a set point, which he does make. That is 1 set to love.
It's a good finish.
15
To Neil on the East Court.
What was that, 6-2? 6-2.
That was actually stroke to the server. It went through the hole, weirdly.
Ooh.
Daniel.
Hole in the first gallery on the hazard side.
Well marked.
You ever seen that ghost goal in the Bundesliga? Header that went header through the side of the netting.
Side netting, yeah.
But nothing gets past Ben. Can't trick him.
Hazard 1 and 2. You're up.
Crucial 7th game once more. Advantage Henman, I'd say. At 40-30 with a chip. Not literally advantage. Metaphorically. A few people appearing in the den to watch this one. We've got Freddie Bristow, fresh off his comfortable victory. Have a Henman mother as well, supporting keenly.
1 and 2. Hazard.
See no glass viewing gallery over here on the west court. But we got a few in the den on. Well put away, given that Henry was covering at least 2 at the galleries there.
He was up at the door, so he did well to scrape that in. So, great pick up. Oh! Lucky.
Does feel like we're at a pretty crucial point in this set. Chance for Merola.
Shot.
So last 2 or 3 points, he's just started putting it a bit shorter on the backhand side. He wasn't floating into Henry's backhand volley. It was short. He was having to reach forward and scrape it up. That's what's let him then drive that. And again.
15 up. Sorry, they call it. Better. Okay. Think so. Stroke. 30.
Yeah, I just feel like when Nino's getting it down on the floor at last gallery rather than sort of landing at chase 3, it's just putting Henry under a bit more pressure because he can't sort of drive that volley across court.
Yeah, it's forcing him to play some.
Forcing
him to do something.
And to put it up as well. He's kind of having to scrape it up rather than hit flat through it. So we go, good chance for Nino to push to 5-3 with the change of end. Ben can tell they're running behind. He's motoring those ball collections. Chase the door. That's really solid.
That's brilliant.
Really solid.
40 low. Chase 5 and 6.
Point for 5-3.
Ooh,
I think
might regret that one.
That may not have been the choice. If he gets that right, I die. Live quote coming to you from Nino Merola on court. That would be one way to win the match. Just go for your coach's head. Maybe not a long-term solution to your game there.
15 left.
Oof. Can he make it?
Wheels.
Oh. It's a good get.
He did.
Nino in the driving seat now. 5-3 up, 30 love up.
Yeah, he looks a bit more relaxed now. Almost, I think Henry perhaps just needs to do similar to early in the second set.
Yeah, smile back.
Slow it down a little bit because he's just lashed at a few.
Yeah, a little bit impatient those last couple.
You think Nino probably wants to see, in fact, which is as fast as Henry can hit it. I think actually when he's been playing these sensible tuck to a length shots, that's actually when he's been most effective.
Just how we predicted.
Yeah, we did well with our predictions today, actually. Fast first set, played to length, not gone too wild with the lasso. Nino's calmed down into the match.
2 and 3, 15-30.
It's a good shot. Bit of a crowd building now.
Done well to lift it out. Nearly creeped into the strokes.
15-30.
There's that great backhand volley from Nino. Base of the timbre.
Yeah, he didn't sort of mess around and try and go for hazards or anything. He just went very solidly.
Yeah,
Base of town when he had the chance. 2 points off a 2-1 lead here.
15-30 receiver leads, chase 2 and 3.
And a visit to the second round of the British Open.
That's a good shot.
Make that 1 point.
30 all, hazard half a yard.
I think he's wandered off now, but Mathieu Salon was indeed watching for a while. Because the winner of this one
just hit the wrong person. Give me a second.
is taking on Mathieu.
Hazard half a yard.
Gallery,
Yeah,
and there it is.
There it is.
That's the third set. Nino has a 2-1 lead now. Both 6-3.
Set and what? Was that a break, did he
I
call?
think a Henman
Timeout.
timeout.
Are there official rules around this? Or is it more sort of you just get one at the end of a set if you want one?
You do have a certain time limit for these whatever toilet breaks or change of clothes break.
Get a shot clock on. Do you think there ought to be a break at the end of each set, like in lawn tennis? Sort of, rather than, because you play, you can finish a game, finish a set, and just
And
play
you go
straight on to the
straight
next
through,
one. Do you think there ought to be just a 2-minute break every time?
If the players want it, then yeah.
I think if you've won it, you quite fancy picking up the ball and going again. But if you've lost the set, you probably
Yeah, right.
you probably want a little break, don't you? Chance to reset.
Yeah. I guess real tennis we have more change of ends than you would in lawn tennis, so the drinks breaks come a little bit more commonly.
Are there no chairs? Interestingly,
No chairs, no.
you see in lawn, you get a little sit down in lawn tennis.
You do, and end of set, sit down.
Because you could hop in the first gallery and just rest your legs for
Sit on the floor.
20 minutes on the floor. That too.
But none of the winning openings are accurate.
So yeah, we have no target.
Nino's gonna be
stats
fuming. 0 dead-ons. It's not good enough,
So
Merola.
yeah, it's looking a bit embarrassing for them, but no double faults at least.
No, this is because Ben Ramos is
So Ben actually doesn't believe in targets. You've just got to cut it into a corner. So if you hit a dead on, he doesn't give it to you. You just play on. Mm. 56% serve one from Nino though. That's kind of the significant one because Henry's just dipped below 50%
Yeah,
there.
that's a big change, isn't it?
That's that's
especially
what's
from the first set. But
holding him back. And interestingly, he's serving very well. In fact, with this demi, he's getting it super tight, but Nino just starting to get it onto a length at this point.
yeah, he's dealing with it.
And he's putting it away when Henry then puts one up. But yeah, both players playing very well. It's definitely not a game of someone losing it. They're both playing well.
And apparently, there's been a retirement on the East Court.
From
Not sure from whom.
Fourth set. Receiver leads by
Blimey.
2 sets to 1.
We're trying to find out.
Lovell.
Neil was definitely up, I think, in the second set as well. So we hear Neil was retired. We haven't got a reason for that, but yeah, we'll try and find out what happened.
Looks like he was stretching his left leg just before retiring. So perhaps he pulled something.
Chase. 1 yard. 15 left.
Well, that's a nice way of going through for Claire.
So yeah, Claire into the second round.
Guess that puts the schedule back on time.
Unfortunate for Neil. He came through a very good game with Ritblat in qualifying, but sadly, it sounds like tweaked something in his match.
And chase worse than 2. 1 yard and chase worse than 2. 15 left. Receiver lead.
But amidst all that, Nino is in a fairly strong position now.
Receiver. Chase. 1 yard.
He's playing well. And he's 5 points ahead when it comes to points. 87 to 82. And if he keeps defending like that, he's going to stretch that lead, because that was a hard hit force from Henry, but defended very capably.
Lost the chase. 30-15.
Anything different you think Henry can try this set?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he was doing a huge amount wrong up until about 4-3. Then he got a little bit erratic, didn't he, at the end of that set? But he was in it, definitely in it in that set.
No. Chase worse than 2. 30-15.
Again, it's very good tennis from both players. I mean, they're both landing it at length.
It's a good bobble.
Yeah, I think that's smart from him. I think if he gets a chance,
Get up here if you can.
he doesn't want to lash too many into the net, because that's going to be what hands Nino a little bit too much
No
control.
3 points.
Keep tucking it away. There's that excellent dagger defensive volley from Nino.
$30-15. Receiver leads. Chase worse than 2.
Worse than 2. Will he step in on the cup volley?
30-all.
No.
Chase the last down.
Maybe you should have listened to your advice.
No. 40.
Yeah, what Nino was doing quite well on the couple of PKs he landed was just getting it to bounce before the back wall, which literally just getting it just to sort of tuck back into Henry and sort of tuck him up really. Whereas
Over in the grill.
if it hits that back wall first, it does just slightly sit up for the force. Sure.
It's good rally.
Little stare from Henry afterwards.
Juice.
Shot, edge of timber. Is he trying to hit the sidewall first, do you think? Or do you think it's just a slightly overcooked demi?
As in off this one, a straight sidewall.
Yeah. Because he's had a couple
I know
that
what
have,
you mean, yeah.
that have caught the sidewall, and I'm not.
I think initially the first couple maybe accidental, but I think he is looking for it now, yeah. He's just catching Nino off guard a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's working great.
Oh, a little no look, which
Did not necessarily work perfectly. I like the inventiveness though. It was very, very Roger Federer-esque.
if it had gone in the grill, then yeah.
Oh, he'd be saying that one to Real Tennis Flair straight away. Get it on there.
Hoping we get a replay of this one.
This is actually now a sponsored segment brought to you from Michelin Man. Here we go.
There it is.
Tell us in the chat, would you have been fooled by that no look? Are you diving into winning? Or reading it?
Advantage receiver. Hazard chase.
Unbelievable.
1 yard. Hazard.
Shot. Good
Shot.
heat. And also to the backhand corners where you feel
First game.
it's going to be slightly less solid than the forehand volley.
Chase half a
So
yard.
yeah, first blood Henman and a bit of momentum in this beginning of the fourth set.
Yeah, still hard to call at the moment.
Yeah, very much so. Match is in the balance. Le pass. Shot.
15 up.
Slightly overcooked there.
Shot.
7-6.
Think you could have got it.
We saw. Yeah, I think he could have got it as well. We saw Nino put one quite early on, actually, very nicely down the line because of Henry covering the time. Do you think he would do a couple more of those?
I think he should or could.
It feels like Henry's a long way over in front of the tamper there.
He's obviously over, yeah. Yeah, or cut it across the main wall a little bit, get it across him.
First chase is half
Yeah, he's definitely strong
yard.
enough to hit that kind of boast sort of across as well. Again, super easy to do from
Yeah, very easy.
from the
to
commentary
play.
booth. Yeah, he's going for that, isn't he?
Yeah, he's certainly going
He's
for it
looking
now.
for that. I think it's a good. Yeah, I think it's a good choice.
It's a good serve, yeah. Again, you're probably going to have to step in and take that on the volley rather than leave it to the back.
And it's a flat one to volley as well. It's it's not the same sort of trajectory that you're always used to off another serve.
Oh, that's another great serve. Two brilliant serves.
15.
Yeah, he has
Started this set well.
wrestled the momentum back once again. Yeah, persistent length from Nino though.
30 all. Chase the second gallery, 30 all.
Do you like the main wall defence back into the main wall, or do you try and go straight across the net?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, it's safer, right? Less can
40,
go wrong.
chase the
I mean, I
second
tend to just
gallery.
miss it and let it go into the dead end, but
Yeah, well, tend to do that as well. Yeah, it keeps you in the rally. There's not too much damage they might do back
from
in that corner.
yeah.
And it's easier to hit, right? When it's coming at you
Yeah.
at that angle, you're just going back through
Open face, straight at it.
But yeah, I think the better shot is down the line, but harder to do.
40-30, server leads, chase the second gallery.
It's good patience.
Good pace.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Juice. Advantage.
So we're actually going to get a guess prediction here. Birdie Valet, fresh off his 5-set victory, is going to predict this match for us now. Yeah, Birdie, what are you saying? How do you think it's going to finish?
Oh.
6-4 Nino Merola in the 4th set. You heard it here first.
And the last gallery advantage.
Just to recap of this morning, so Freddie Bristow went through in straight sets against Tony Hollands. Birdie Valet in a 5-set thriller against Lewis Williams, and then Neil McKenzie sadly withdrawn with injury. So Claire Fay also through to the second round. We've got Vaughan Hamilton versus James Medlow. Is that right?
Yeah,
coming up shortly. Well,
No.
maybe shortly, maybe not shortly.
The
but
The next
we'll
one
see.
is
Chase the last gallery.
Zach Edel and it all got changed around after Levi's.
Will Flynn, I believe.
Will Flynn, yeah, that's what it was.
Zedel Flynn,
Edel Flynn, same as last year, I believe,
13 match points,
which went 5 sets as well.
Juice.
So that could be another long one.
and both match points. In fact, they were shared between the two of them. So
I presume there's
could be a tight one.
one more match on the East until the 3 o'clock game. I'm not sure who that is on the East.
Chase better than 2. Juice.
Woods Casey Chisholm.
Of course.
To answer your question,
Woods Casey Chisholm.
Woods Casey Chisholm.
So plenty of action to come.
Oh,
Advantage. Chase better than
It's a
2.
little hop over the racket.
a little hot. Got a couple loads in doubles actually.
Well,
It's not the balls. The balls are perfect.
talking of latter matches, I'm going to have to love you and leave you, Ben.
Absolutely.
I think I'm passing over now to Alex Hume,
Here he comes.
who will take over.
Thank you, Vaughan. He's going out off to do some stretches for his match.
Dodge receiver.
Meditation as well, I think.
And some meditation, of course.
Better than
Getting the mindset.
Crucial.
What have you been watching this morning?
I was up in the guards on the East Court watching the second half of Bertie and Lewis.
Great game. We've been catching snatches of it
So
in
I
the
saw,
breaks today.
yeah, so exactly. So I saw the Lewis's second bageling set, where he managed to
Well, talk us through how in a 5-set match that's clearly very tight between two players, you can have 2 6-love sets to the person who then loses.
Yeah, that's a bit of a rarity.
Finding his range, or what was
I
happening?
think
Advantage.
Lewis obviously got the bit between his teeth, going 1 love down and then 2-1 down. Came out fighting, but couldn't keep it going in terms of the accuracy and relentlessness for more than a set at a time. And Bertie reset pretty well at the end of the 4th set when it was 2-all.
Closed it out.
And found a way.
With the home crowd?
Yeah, I mean, he had his dad watching. He had plenty of people up in the top gallery, and the dead-on was full. So home club for him. Very good win, statement win.
Great memo there from Henry, and he has taken, after quite a few GCs, taken that game. So we are 2 love Henman in the 4th. After Nino closed out the 3rd set, he's wrestled back some momentum. Nino doing there actually what Vaughan and I were just talking about, which is just popping one down under the winning gallery.
Yeah.
Because Henry's been defending the timbre a lot, sort of almost in a doubles position, which has been very effective.
Yeah, it's good disguise on it, wasn't it?
Very good disguise.
Good to see Ben Ronaldson marking from the net.
Absolutely.
As off in the way of the Queen's Club markers. Racket in hand, almost ready to step on a play if needs be.
With a fantastic puffer as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's great defence from Henry. Nino tried to take the pace off that one, try and get an awkward off the sidewall just short of the timber, but Henry read it well.
Yeah, they've both defended very well today, given that both players can hit a pretty hard ball. They both had to be pretty solid. So anyone just joining us after kind of switching over from Neil and Claire, my name is Benedict. Alex Hume has just joined me after Vaughan's gone to stretch and have an ice bath before playing Medley. But we are 2-1 to Merola. Henry 2-love up in the 4th in the battle of coach versus apprentice from Radley.
A Radley off.
Exactly.
Great setup here at the Queen's Club on Super Sunday.
Indeed, with double court usage.
Yeah,
It's great.
4 matches.
Get yourself down and come
each
watch
court.
some tennis.
Absolutely, couldn't be a better advert for the game.
15-all.
Do you like the up in the gods view on the East Court? Do you?
Yeah, certainly. Could get a good bird's eye view. Don't have to wear quite so many layers down here on the West Court in the back room, which is quite nice.
When are you going to play in one of these?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Is it in the calendar? Is it in the calendar for next year?
Yeah, already. I was just north of the handicap cut-off, unfortunately, come the deadline, but it is what it is. Happy to be in amongst the action in a different way this week. Ooh. Turned quite well there, Nino, but
30.
just found the top of the net. It's a good shot.
Very good hands.
Nino's defending pretty well there, but
I'm kind of back to the same question actually Vaughan and I were discussing a little earlier, which is whether Nino should try and step in and volley that demi.
yeah. Just take a yard of time off
Off Henry.
Henry.
Yeah. Interesting, that's exactly what he said I needed to have done after my whiskey game, but it's obviously a little easier for us to say it from here.
Well, he came through that in 3 sets?
Three.
Three sets.
Henry's back to the high serve though.
Yeah, trying to make Nino do all the work in terms of putting pace on the ball.
Yeah, no, he's mixed his serves up well today actually. The direct sidewall in recent games as well. That could be trouble though. Yeah.
15 love.
It's a good ball, doesn't he, Nino?
Yeah, if you give him it on the back wall, he's gonna have a go. What are we at for points? 99-98.
It's close, but that's the stat that matters. That's now on your screen. Yeah, good mix up from
Shot.
Henry.
Great shot.
Would have seen Nino encroaching up to that timbre. Henry sporting a green racket. Any inside?
Well, director of photography, Jacqueline actually reckons tuxedo, which we think was a good shout.
Yes.
We think was a good shout. You know any other clubs with a green?
Well, I know Ben Taylor Matthews sports a green racket from Bristol, but I didn't know if Henry had any connections to Bristol.
He has got connections to a few places. He spent the last couple of summers in America, so I know he has been at kind of Tuxedo and been time at Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Spent some in Bordeaux a couple of years ago.
Yeah, good green court that.
And Washington as well. So yeah, he's got a few.
Travel.
Obviously Oxford and Radley as well. More day to day.
Yes.
30-15.
Nino trying to play pretty good sort of tennis, but not able to find any chinks in the armour on the floor there against Henry. Still not stepping in and following that demi-piqué though. Must feel he can out-rally Henry over the course of 5 sets.
Yeah, it's sort of come and gone actually as to who's winning on the longer rallies. It's certainly at the very beginning Henry was coming out on top. Then Nino had a period of kind of dominating and.
Good shot. Certainly, I don't know if you found, Ben, when playing Henry, it's not a bad tactic from the receiver's end, putting the ball in his backhand corner. Because he often goes with 2 hands, so has to reach that bit further.
To get around it.
Yeah.
I think certainly, I kind of saw a decent example there actually.
Yeah.
Is that where Nino's got it into the backhand corner on the floor, sort of around last.
Yeah.
He's come out on top a lot.
Yes.
Where it's been long enough that Henry can actually just volley it straight cross court, Henry's tended to be dominating a little bit more. So I think it's getting it like that.
Yeah.
And there you go. Then he gets the easier second shot.
But that's serve from Henry.
It's almost like I paid Henry to demonstrate it for me there.
Yeah.
Just absolutely perfect.
He's listening. But Henry there with a sort of twist serve that came out more into the middle of the court. If Henry keeps that demi-piqué tight here, and unlike that one misses,
that's when Nino can step in.
Then Nino's got to play that shot to Henry's backhand down the line over the high part of the net, so Henry's got a bit more time.
Yeah, it's hard to get it to length as well, though, isn't it? Yeah.
So Henry's probably quite happy with Nino doing that tactic.
And I think he served very well in the last 4 or 5 games.
This is where it's really interesting seeing how over the course of 5 sets where the players can sort of work out which tactics they're able to get the edge on.
You got a little more time than a 3-set match to try a few different things.
Work it out, respond to
chase the last gallery.
the flow of the game.
And I think this is close to a must-win game really for Nino if this 4th set is going to be.
Yeah.
I think Bertie's 6-4 Merola prediction is in a little bit of danger at the moment. Who knows? 6 in a row. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, that would be impressive. Yeah, Henry using a bit of his uncle's inspiration there with a topspin forehand.
Yeah, not sure it was quite going to be half a yard on the floor. speaking of lawn tennis players, who do you think would be the best real tennis player if you took someone off the lawn tennis circuit?
Good question.
Who would you like to see have a go at this? Some more Nadal lassoed forehands.
Well, watching
Good serve.
40 love, chase the
watching
line.
players like Alcaraz at Wimbledon, Alcaraz he switches up his tactics quite a bit from the hard court and the clay court season. He skids a lot, doesn't mind playing forehand sort of slice shots, cut shots, drop shots, lots of backhand slice. So he's got the hands for it, certainly. I would like to see him. I'd like to see what his handicap would be after a month of playing.
I think I saw him playing pickleball in a video, and he was sort of demolishing 2 professional pickleball players
That does not surprise
after about
me
2 minutes flat.
at all.
Stupid sport. Not that we can talk, but
Well, yes, in terms of quirkiness.
Ben Corsten, real tennis and rackets player, I think is now pretty highly ranked on the
Yeah, I mean he's.
pickleball world circuit.
Oh, is he?
I think so. I think he's pretty high up there these days.
Well, why wouldn't you try and hand it everything sort of James Stout-esque?
1-4.
So that was a very good cut volley from Nino, actually off a pretty tight drag from Henry. We got a good view from here, and it was not far off that wall.
Yeah, he serves that drag pretty well, comes right round the outside of it. This is the serve that Henry is having more joy with.
I think that's good for Nino. I think as in taking the chase.
Yeah.
I think he's not having a lot of joy when he's floated it long
No.
into the volley. I think if he can just get it into a gallery, then
Yeah, I think Nino,
he's happy with that.
doesn't matter what the chase is, if he can stop Henry doing that serve, sort of suffocating him.
Gallery.
Yeah, he's not. That's there to force if he wants to, and he's certainly more than capable of it. But he's choosing that option down the line time and time again. I don't think Henry minds it.
That's what he wants,
Yeah,
and that's what Henry wants.
exactly. But if you haven't done it, if you haven't had a chance to do it in a game and a half, then you can get a bit rusty with it.
Yeah, I know for sure. I mean, that's part of it. Is he's serving so consistently. He's not letting not letting Nino sort of swing loose. Whereas there was a period, especially in the second set, actually, where he was giving him quite a few long, and he kind of loaded up and was hitting main wall.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, he's not. He's not had the same freedom, which is testament to Henry's serving, really.
Yeah, yeah. This is all great experience coming into these 5-set matches
15 love, chase
at
the
a young
line.
age. You do learn pretty quickly.
You played a 5-set match before?
I've never played a 5-set match before. Shows my standard of real tennis.
Well, there's not a lot. That's the thing, right? Is you're coming in. It's
True, they
it's not something you play a lot of.
used to be more on the circuit. Champions Trophy, US Pro Singles.
Sure.
It used to be that on the circuit that the
40
length
laps.
of match 5 sets meant more world ranking points,
Mm.
and that got changed. I forget when, but not that long ago.
Which is changing again, isn't it? Sort of to
And up,
be a little
chase 3.
differentiated between the opens depending on attendance. Or did I imagine this?
You may well be right. You may well be right. My knowledge isn't good enough to know.
I think
But it
I heard it might change depending on how many players play for each tournament. That they might be
Which-
tweaking it. But this may well be pure conjecture on my side.
Yeah, well, there are obviously tournaments that are easier to get to for more players than not, like the British and the French maybe than the Australian, for instance. But now, yeah, currently sort of done up prize money
Chase
available.
3.
They ought to host everything in London, really.
Yeah.
Great for us.
Yeah, useful for British-based players.
Lost the chase and game.
5-1.
And Henry is looking like this fourth set is going to be his. You got Nino on his haunches, at the other end, and Henry sneaked ahead on points 1 overall, which is
15 love.
not the be-all and end-all. Bertie actually took Lewis in 5 sets, winning
Yeah.
fewer points
Yeah.
overall.
We've already had a young gun beater, perhaps a more seasoned player today.
I either way, Radley wins. So I'm entirely neutral.
Radley's the winner.
I am entirely neutral in all of
Tennis
this.
is the winner.
Tennis is the winner.
Tennis setting the winner here at Super Sunday, Queen's Club, Day 1 British Open.
Freddie Bristow watching on, seeing all of his hard work at keeping us on schedule
Yeah.
go completely to dust.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks to Henry and Nino.
Neil Mackenzie did his bit as well.
That's true. Yeah, he got the other call back on.
Yeah.
Back on track.
Pulling up with an injury.
I was going to say, did you because we sort of heard the news through? Was it something done during the match?
It looked like it might have been, but it wasn't very clear. Neil sort of perhaps jumped a little bit off a misread of the timbre that went back behind him. Yeah, I mean he was then moving slower afterwards. Took an injury timeout, but couldn't carry on evidently. Hamstring or glute. Perhaps.
He was came to a very good qualifying match with Batstone. Was looking good.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
Yeah, home tournament, a bit disappointing for him.
Well, however this match ends, Henry will be joining up with Claire again in the doubles because they came through their qualifying match against Bertie Vallet and Nick James.
Yeah.
And he'll be hoping he's got another singles match to come, but Nino will be hoping the same.
Yeah, so Bertie able to concentrate on the singles now, particularly after that win against Lewis. It's all shaping up nicely.
Fedial, chase worse than 2.
Henry's eyes lit up there.
I was going to say, he hasn't
40-30 lead.
He hasn't done that a lot this match, sort of the eyes light up, hang it at the den, which he was doing against Chris Haley quite a lot, but he's been very disciplined both against Wilflin in qualifying and this match.
It's a lovely shot.
Good tennis from both players.
That's a
really good finish.
Nice feint from Henry there. Looked like he was going cross court.
Henry's feeling it at the moment.
Yeah, you can guarantee that return of serve against Chris Haley in qualifying round 1 was going to be spanked at the dead off. He's adjusting his play a bit. Set point.
Set point.
Yeah, if I were Nino here, I wouldn't have wanted this to go to 5. 2 sets in a row.
I think
On the trot.
Yeah, Vaughan and I were expecting a fast Henman start and a slightly nervy Merola start, which we kind of got. And then, probably a little bit as expected, kind of relaxed into it, played very, very well. So I think Henry coming back in this 4th set, sort of having lost 2 on the trot, is very impressive, especially having not played a huge number of 5-set matches. He's played kind of at the French. He's played some doubles here, but it's a long old game. He's done very well to reset here, really.
That's a great shot. Had inches to spare there to beat Henry on the floor, but he did.
So yeah, back to Juice.
Lovely
shot. Yeah, very solid. Yeah, I wonder if that might be the one thing we do see change, which is if Nino loses this one, whether he'll just start stepping in and trying to cut volley some of those because he's still leaving them. Crossbar.
That was coming right for us in the back room here at Queen's, from which we're commentating. Fascinating to see these guys play each other, actually, because they obviously train perhaps a lot together.
100%.
Know their games very well.
Nino's too good of a coach, really. He's made Henry a bit too good.
He's doing his job.
Over on the East Court, Woods, Casey and Chisholm are underway.
Lost the chase. And that's game 2 games to 5.
So
Get out of jail there.
Henman's had a set point. But Nino's managed to pull through that game. Still 5-2 though.
Henry had 3 galleries to aim at there, and he hit the one that he couldn't.
15. Out of goal. 30.
Force.
Yeah.
Yard better than the second gallery.
Softish one.
It does feel like Nino's running for a little less than he was previously.
Yeah.
Not a huge amount. He certainly doesn't look, exhausted or anything. But I think just the odd ball missing dead on that he was sort of chasing down early on the match.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas Henry sort of still seems to be chasing down everything he can.
Yeah. And that probably reflects the experience of both these players.
You're not going to say age, are you?
No, in terms of match now, some more thinking, Nino won't be consigned to losing this full set by any means, but he'll
Maybe
know
save some energy, I think, for
he'll
the fifth.
know that it's more likely that he'll go to a fifth and therefore want some fuel in the tank for that.
For sure.
It's a lovely shot.
And better than 2. She chases.
Henry really
that's good from Henry.
flattens out that racket, doesn't he? Doesn't open out the grip.
Yeah, no, he punches, especially off the railroad, he punches it very solidly, very consistently across court.
That racket face is visible,
It's
all the
almost-
strings showing.
It's almost one of those, the harder the railroad goes at Henry,
Yeah.
quicker it fires back across court.
Yes.
I think Ben's conserving some energy for the 5th set as well. Just a slightly calmer ball collection than previously.
The players are going to have to work hard to get.
Serve a lead.
How does the marking work? Do you get paid per set or
It's a
is
very
it just
good
per
question.
match?
It's a very good question. I don't know. I would assume it's on a per set basis because obviously
A Merola Henman 5-setter versus a 1-set retirement.
Bristow, yeah, well, and that.
Better than 2.
There's an early bath for Darren Long beside us on the other court. Who's marking Neil and Claire's match. So
Is he playing today?
Lost the chase and set.
There it is.
Is.
There it is.
So 2 sets all going the distance again.
Not surprisingly, I think Merola taking a break.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty smart. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
Henry's really rested back the momentum in that 4th set. You're essentially resetting completely.
Yes.
1-set shootout, but he doesn't want Henry to continue in the same vein of form. Having a bit of a stretch. I don't think any kind of injury. Perhaps feeling a little bit tight. But I didn't notice any. So here you go. Here are the stats once again. Ben Wilson not believing in any target, so you have to slightly ignore those ones. So anything gets logged as a cut shot into the corner. But we can see the percentages, which is quite interesting. So 62% serves one for Henry is practically a complete reversal of the 3rd set, and he's just kept it very tight, and he's not given Nino the freedom to attack as much.
If you're keeping Nino under 50% serves one, or any player for that matter, you're doing very well at this level, and not surprising therefore to take that set quite convincingly in the end.
Yeah, that's perhaps something that Nino could look to change. Is he's kept some serving variety, but he's hit quite a lot of railroads, especially recently, and Henry is volleying them pretty well cross court. So perhaps we'll see something a little more varied to try and break up the rhythm. So here we go, 5 sets.
Another blockbuster here. I said on the other court,
So-
it feels like Super Sunday, like Martin Tyler in the Premier
It
League.
is Super Sunday, and
It's live.
Nino Merola is taking over the commentary in 5 minutes.
Good.
I suspect he may not be. But if he wants to ping through this 5th set, he's still very welcome to.
Yeah. Tell you
To
what,
hop on.
Bertie was up there quick as a flash after his 5-setter with Lewis.
What's again to go and
Quick
hop
shower.
on? Yeah.
Quick shower, got to keep schedule.
Are you on with him on the other court for a bit?
I was commentating with him. Yeah. Start of the Neil.
How was Nick?
Yeah. Yeah, all fine.
Excellent.
Yeah, good. Always good knowledgeable input. It's good to see lots of players sort of buzzing around them like bees at the Queen's Club here, just waiting for their matches, limbering up in whatever good stash they can find to wear on parade days like today, jostling for position before the matches start. Henry getting some fuel on board, whilst Nino still stretches out. Not sure if this is counting as an injury timeout per se for Nino. Players do often take a little bit of a break between sets, particularly wants to get to the business end of the match. Ben's doing a bit of gardening, mopping up.
You can request a sweep, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nino's changed shirts, which is also quite common. Match is happening on both courts today at the Queen's Club.
Okay.
And
Fifth and final set. 2 sets all. Henry to serve for the last set. Well, as far as you get. Lovely.
great announcement from Ben as always. Right,
Here we go. First to 6 for the second round of the British Open.
set 5 shootout.
Here we go.
And up. Chase. 4 and 5.
Yeah, good length.
Yeah. Immediately a slight change from Nino, volleying that demi-PK. Did take an extra bounce, but even so.
Yeah, he's gone down the lines actually as well. He's going to do the same. Yeah. Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he
15 left.
when he looked the most dominant was in the second set, where actually on everything he was just putting a little more pace on it and actually firing quite a lot at Henry, like he did just there on a couple.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more heat. But if Henry can if Henry can do those serves where he forces Nino to just chip it, that's where he's looked the most dominant. So
Thanks.
that's probably going to be the
Thank you.
battle really between those two.
Stroke. 30
Ball on that chord, but Nino able to readjust and play a good shot.
See quite a lot of crossbars today actually,
Second gallery.
Yeah.
30.
which is it's not the biggest bando here.
No, not like a Bristol or a Seacourt.
Yeah, Seacourts is really quite something.
Seacourt's quite something. They could, for their Seacourt silver racket, they're able to get quite a bit of advertising on their bando. Popular spot for the sponsors, that one.
What does one advertise on Healing Island? Probably the
Plenty.
the Seacourt
Well,
class.
there's a whole brochure,
Blimey.
as often is the way.
Where's the
things
British Open brochure?
There's one floating about somewhere.
Paul Roger?
Oh yeah, as always.
And who's in the dead on the East
The
Court?
champagne of real tennis.
Someone else is in the dead on the not the dead on, sorry, the grill on the East Court, aren't they?
Yes. And I
We probably ought to know this, shouldn't we?
having looked at it for the last hour and
30
a
all
half.
chase worse than the second gallery. Off up.
Quite a good serve that from Nino. Doesn't look much. Oh, he's rescued it well, this Henry. Oh!
40-30.
Slippy sidewall down that penthouse. Quite effective here at Queen's. That's a lovely shot. Great control from Nino there in that volley.
First game, final set.
Not easy overhead. Henry doing well with that ball. Not often he may go down the backhand corner there of his opponent with that sort of ball mid-court, but that's not a bad option.
Well, I think you seemed right there. That's exactly what we were saying in the fourth set.
15
Was that Nino was leaving those ones wide of the backhand side of the dead on.
Yeah.
Whereas now,
Yeah,
you know,
it's going on.
this is it. You know, there's nothing to conserve energy for anything. He's chased it down. Well, not just chased it down. He's popped it in the grill.
Oh, looking for a bit of footage on Artie Fair there. Couldn't quite pull it off.
30-15.
Got a great team of camera operators and commentators and lots of behind the scenes set up here at Queen's today particularly and throughout the week. Ben Gatenbeek, obviously the streaming guru, heading it up, but plenty of people. Jacqueline Sue next to me and others making this a great spectacle even from online on YouTube. For viewers at home, hope you're enjoying the streaming on this Super Sunday at Queen's, and in particular this great match here that's going to a full distance, 5 sets
chase worse than 5
between two Radley boys, Henry and Nino. That one didn't quite find the strings there from Henry.
Shut up. 30-40.
Henry will want to close this game out, get back on level terms. Every game matters even more in the final set. Another one hits the bando.
Second gallery, 30-40.
Henry's looking at that thinking, God, if that had been a couple of inches higher, I'd have had a mid-court shot. Just stick under the grill.
.30-40 chase better than the second gallery. Well.
Good change up from Henry there. Does enough.
Game, 1 game all.
Ooh.
15 up.
Wasn't the percentage play from Nino, but you can see why he was going to try and do that. Shot.
Yeah, good defence. Good defence from Henry.
Chase better than a yard. 15 love.
Oh,
Two chases, 70 yard and 5 and 6.
I had a miss in the previous game as well, actually, just in that corner. I think just a couple
Yeah.
hitting the side wall rather than the back wall,
Yeah.
putting Nino's feet off.
Not that these courts are any different from each other, really, the East and West court. That most players will have played more on the East court, which is the championship court here at Queen's, often used for big matches, British Open. But they played reasonably similarly.
15 up, serve a lead.
And arguably this court just as nice, really, as the East court in different ways.
Speaking of the East court, 2-2 between John Woods Casey and Tim Chisholm.
First set.
First set. Although they appear to have played 45 points, judging by the serving stats. So I don't know if they've had a lot of juices, but 45 points for 4 games seems
That's going to be a hard,
remarkably
that's going to be a hard slog for those
remarkably high.
on court and in the dead are watching those.
Not up. 15 30.
Nuggety players, they're both. I mean, obviously Tim, immense player throughout his career, but John improving fast and tough to beat.
And has played a fair bit here, actually, for someone who was obviously based on the other side of the world. You know, he's played quite a few British Opens. You know,
Yeah.
he's often here for a little bit beforehand and,
Yeah.
and gets some time on court. So you know,
Yeah.
he's not a sort of stranger to Queens in the way that some people coming from Oz might be.
And that's a pretty good effort. Someone travelling, always
for
travelling,
sure.
basically all around the world to.
Commitment to the game.
Yeah, yeah, shouldn't be underestimated.
So I think broadly, I think Nino will be not too unhappy with how this set started. He's not in the kind of stretching out lead or anything, but he's definitely in it. I think.
No, yeah.
I think Henry has sort of set up a bit of a pattern of dominance in that fourth set, especially towards the end. So whereas this is clearly pretty finely balanced.
Yeah, Nino's finding some things that work, at least in this.
I think someone's trying to stroll onto the court. Ben politely telling them no.
Was it an interloper? Oh, Henry takes that out the hazards galleries.
Yeah, just had a little look on that one, I think.
40.
Spotted the move on the second time.
Yeah, but he's made him play another shot.
And yeah, exactly. Without the anticipation, it was flying into the hazards, and
It'll make Nino think
Yeah.
twice again next time it happens, though. And
it will. And that's Henry has all day defended that timbre with that anticipation very well.
Deuce.
Commentator's curse as he dumps him in the net.
Yeah, we should start saying outrageous things,
Yeah.
like they can never serve, winning gallery serves and stuff like that.
That's how to get the best tennis out of players.
Oh, that's way up. John Lumley, hello.
There you go. It worked. You can sense it might go right to the wire, this one.
Chase Western 3, better the last down.
Each of these games is pretty hotly contested.
Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of juices now. We're going to get 45 points for 4 games ourselves. As well.
Yeah.
Here you go, a little replay of nice little look.
Keep guessing.
There was a fantastic set point in the French actually between Vigona and Schenkman.
Yeah.
That's worth watching. Schenkman to win he already took one set off him, but to try and win a second, and actually you get Vigona volleying, I think out of hazard second gallery,
Yes.
and then proceeding to make about 3 or 4 ridiculous gets in a row.
Ben Taylor Matthews and Rob Schenkman discussed that on their podcast.
Ah,
Called a view from the hazards.
You're exposing me for not being completely up to date on episodes there.
No, they are. Well, it's a very good podcast. If any of you want some real tennis podcast listening on your commutes to work.
A view from the hazards.
Yeah, and Rob was quoted in saying, "Yeah, I'm not a fan of sort of sticking the ball in the hazard galleries when defending a chase," and Ben saying, "Why not? It's a pretty good option most of the time." Anyway, he tried it.
Personally, I mean, I'm not a fan of Mainwell dead-ons.
Well, there you go.
And I think, as we said, yeah, Nino has very much, got his foothold in this set, and he closed out that third game.
Yeah.
Henry still looking solid, but not as dominant as he was in the fourth. We had a little bit of frustration there.
Yeah.
So I think, once more a momentum,
Yeah.
little mini momentum swing towards
Half the challenge.
towards Merola.
Half the challenge for Henry will be keeping his head and resetting after every point, no matter what's happened the previous point.
Lost the chase. 15 love.
Couple of short chases here for Nino.
We got Chris Lintott hopping in, claiming Henry for Oxford, up the unicorn. If you look at the scoreboard next to Henry Henman's name, it is the cross keys of Radley, I'm afraid, Chris. Unless he loses, then he's Oxford. It's like Andy Murray, Scottish when he loses, English when he wins. Very good defense.
Yeah. What can you do with this? Shot.
That's just fantastic tennis.
Yeah.
Both players playing really well there.
Beautiful classic styles there from both of them.
Yeah, Chris Rawlinson would have enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chance.
Great defence. No.
That's fantastic.
Cut down.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant reflexes from
All
Nino.
behind his head again. He's not just got it back, he's got it on the floor.
Yeah.
Under the grill.
A 3-1 lead.
Tell you what,
3 games to 1.
he's pulling it out when he needs it.
Good.
Second gallery.
Oh, I thought it was in.
I thought that would have been a heck of a 3 points put together.
Confidence is up though.
Serve.
Yeah, he's employing the same sort of serve Henry was having success with in the previous set actually. A sort of top spinny almost.
From a bit wider actually, which is
Yeah.
interesting. He's very wide on that. I thought we were about to get a bounce dead on there for a second.
Yeah.
Which I don't think would have thrilled Nino.
New.
So yeah, he's wide there.
Yeah. That's a more cutty one though. And actually probably a bit more predictable for Henry. Probably wants that ball going quite high up into the air off the penthouse and sidewall.
I guess that might be part of it. Is it means he can deliver the PK from pretty much exactly the same spot at the same time.
Yeah, and it's also harder to cut. Henry might
From
be able
that
to come
angle,
round the outside of it.
Shot.
Yeah, wasn't that much on Henry with that on that cut shot from Henry there.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't quite the width that he's been finding.
Yeah.
Because that's when he's looked super dangerous against him. It's just he's been putting it, consistently wide and deep into the backhand corner. Whereas if Nino can sort of step through it. It's quite a flat backhand, Nino. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a kind of.
It's To punch.
slice out to kind of punch at those timbre, and if he can step into it, he can punch it pretty effectively.
Yeah.
Tim clearly a bit fed up of trading juices, so he's stretched out a 5-2 lead over on the East Court. So 5-2 Chisholm against Woods Casey. Long way to go in that match. Not quite as long to go in this one. We are in the final set, and Merola has well and truly wrested back some momentum here.
Yeah.
He's got his service points back up above the 50% mark, and he's got a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, it just looks to be in control a bit more now, this game. Henry was able to dictate a bit more in that full set, but this set definitely on Nino's terms now, which is what he wants.
Shot.
She's better than the last gallery.
Yeah, not a bad serve though from Henry.
No, I think it's very good. Very good stuff.
Tactically, you might want to keep doing that, making Nino hit the shots.
That's always the issue, isn't it? Is when you actually hit a great shot, but still sort of lose the point or something.
That's what Henry
You
wants.
gotta tell yourself not to.
Yeah.
To back off it. But yeah, you're right. That was exactly what he's looking for.
Sort of a dead ball back into that forehand corner.
Same again actually with the serve. He's got exactly what he was looking for.
Yeah.
He's managed to mix it up. He's got the sidewall. Murray's going to put it high.
Yeah.
So
Anything to
he's
make
still
that.
serving well. He's still, finding enough
And the last gallery, 2 chases.
pressure. But I think Nino's quite smartly, happily taking chases.
Yeah.
That force was not at the dead on. It was let's go low cross court, get a chase.
Yeah, yeah.
That one there, little bit more width than usual. He's just gone, okay, last gallery.
Low pile of net. Exactly.
But I mean, regardless of what we say, this has just been a really, really excellent match from both of them, really.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both playing very well. I mean, Henry to keep up with Nino.
Henry, exactly, yeah,
5 sets.
coming out flying.
Yeah.
Clearly belongs at this level.
Very good performance. He took Lewis Williams to 5 sets in the French Open a couple of months ago. But this is further confirmation he's able to go toe to toe with the top players on the tour.
And then always hard to play as sort of favourite, especially against someone that you coach. But he's managed to kind of hold his nerve.
Yeah.
And keep focused, not kind of let Henry get up too much ahead of steam.
Yeah.
And he's looking like he might close it out here.
Yeah, you sort of knew that one was going to come, I think, from Henry. Just having lost a point, missed a shot. Next one, that's the one he wanted to iron out.
I think you might have got it spot on about just conserving a bit of energy in the fourth.
Yeah.
Is Nino's looking pretty nimble, whereas I say Henry's looking just a tiny bit weary at the moment. And he's sped through that one. I think that could just be it for this. Merola won.
It's a good shot though. From
One
Henry.
game winner. He's not going anywhere. He's not giving up on this one.
That's why he needs to do more though. But sort of patient seeing those shots. Only going for dead on when it really opens up, maybe.
Good shot.
Good get. Oh. And again.
What a fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Superb defence from Henry. Nino with an outrageous behind him volley. Fizzing into the corner of the grill, but Henry dealt with it. And those are the sort of points that give you confidence.
Chris Lindon is now claiming Nino for Oxford on the grounds that he's been to the Bear. the oldest pub knocks. I think that's very valid, actually. That sounds to me like...
Is that eligibility
I
sorted?
think philosophically that's actually a valid argument.
Citizenship acquired.
If Bean to Bear, then Oxford member. Nietzsche said something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah.
40 left.
Henry getting lucky there in a way. Actually, hit the on the lower ledge of the dead on.
Had quite a lot of those today. We had a few chase the lines from undersides. Quite a lot of crossbars. I guess when you've got 5 set matches, you're going to get, you're just going to get a few based on the sheer number of points you're playing.
15 left.
Henry's pulled back a game here.
Worse than the last gallery.
I was about to say that Henry needs a chase here. I think he's going to have just too many free points for Nino at the serving end.
Better tactics though, perhaps from Henry here, forcing a fair bit off the return of serve, although not giving the absolute beans to it.
Yeah,
So
just keeping it
retaining
low.
that
Yeah,
accuracy. That's a good shot.
that is a good shot from Nino. It's
30-15.
taken him 2 points away. He's going to be keen for this point. He's going to
Yeah.
be very keen for this point.
Nice shot.
And better than 3 2 chases.
Tell you what, under pressure,
Yeah.
game away from winning. Nino's hit a grill, Henry's hit a perfect punch volley.
That takes guts.
Neither of these guys are,
No.
finding it tricky to deal with the pressure, really.
No. That is a good puffer, isn't it? Queen's Club puffer. Can't beat it. Ben Rollinson.
Maybe that should be the equivalent of prize money
There
if
we
you're an
go.
amateur. Get a Queen's puffer.
That should be on the fun of next year's programme, that's for sure.
And the T&RA guide. Get Schenkman off it.
Get that cheeky
we
smirk.
want Ben.
Chase worse than the last gallery.
And
Chisholm.
over on the East Court, Chisholm has been pegged back a little bit by Woods Casey.
Yeah.
We're at 4-5 now over on the East.
Great logos to see next to each other there. The tuxedo, Oakleaf, and the Melbourne badge. Proper international
Match.
real tennis here at the Queen's Club this weekend and throughout this week. Shot. Good get.
Big point.
Worse than last
Chance.
chase. He's got it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
quality.
So Henry did pretty much everything right there. He knew that last was on, and he's covered it.
Better than 3.
Nino's done very well to put it in the dead on.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And
After quite a few hours, we got a match point, Merola. Chance.
Might be able to leave that. Henry took a tumble there. Looks to be okay.
That is well played. That is very well played. He saved one.
34.
He's got one more match point to protect here. Deep breath.
Yeah. There we go.
He's got the serve. That is
That's what he
when
does
he's got the
so
length, that has
well.
been his most productive.
Yeah. It's just making
Serve
Nino
here.
hit a shot that isn't going to cause Henry too much damage.
Back to juice.
There you go. Oh,
Advantage.
That was a good return off a very good serve.
that was.
He has adjusted very well to that.
Yeah.
Here we go. So what do you think? Does he go down on, or does he try and get a chase?
Chase,
I think
he will.
he's going to be smart and try and get a chase.
Well, it might be dictated by the serve, and he really finds the dead on.
I think he went dead on. He's got a chase
He
there.
did there. Underhit serve from Henry just.
Just a bit shorter, yeah, a little shorter than.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Henry thought the match might have been finished for half a second there.
Yeah.
It's not a unbeatable chase by any means though.
No.
He'll fancy saving the third match point as well actually. Okay, so we are in the fifth set here. Yard worse than the last. Match point number 3 for Merola.
There it is.
And he's got it. There it is. 6-1, 3-6, 3-6, 6-2, 2-6. Merola wins 3 games to 2 against Henman in the Radley All-Stars clash.
Good embrace there for both players. Know each other very well and a great battle, but you see what it meant to Nino coming through there. Big fist pump and come on at the end. He was stretched there all the way.
He really was. Great qualifying campaign from Henry.
Yeah.
Played and beat both Chris Ailey and Will Flynn, and he was fully competed in that match. That was not a first round walkover by any means. That was 5 sets of incredibly tight tennis.
Yeah.
And Nino did incredibly well to wrest back control at the end there.
Set 5 didn't take Nino that long, actually 27 minutes in the end, but yeah, points won 27-18. That looks like it told.
Yeah, I think the 57% serves 1 to 35 was just at the end where it's come through.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a match! There you go. 2 hours and 55 minutes later.
Good slog.
Blimey.
Good slog, but pretty even on points.
Very even, yeah. 6 points in it in the
it's
end.
about when you win the points.
Yeah, you
Very even figures throughout that. Yeah.
It's not like Henry's getting old anytime soon either.
No.
I think he's got a few more of these to go.
He'll take confidence from that.
So thank you very much. We've been Alex Hume, Ben McYorson and Vaughan Hamilton, Jacqueline and Anika on the AV, very ably, far more ably than us on the microphones.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for joining.
We'll take a short break, see you for the next match.